I interviewed 30 of my male physiotherapy clients and I asked them what they felt their biggest mistakes were when they were trying to strengthen their pelvic floor muscles. I now have all their answers and I'm going to share them all with you today because I can guarantee some of you watching this video might be making some of the same mistakes right now. So pull out those notebooks. Classes in session. All right, if you're new here, my name's Eric. I'm a men's health physiotherapist, and this channel is dedicated to men's health physiotherapy and to helping you to overcome men's health issues. I try to post videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Yep, do it right now. Good, thank you. Okay, up first is watching what we put into our bodies, and I'm talking about a healthy diet and eating healthy foods. I know for most men, some of us can become complacent with what we're eating and stick to just the normal everyday dinners, everyday lunches. But when you're trying to strengthen up your pelvic floor muscles, we need to be putting healthy foods into our bodies, making sure we're getting in good, healthy protein, healthy fats, and healthy carbs. Put away the junk food for at least a little while and really help those muscles get strong. Number 2 is pads. Now, when I'm talking about pads, these are the linings that you put into your underwears or jocks, and they help you prevent leaking urine. And I know leaking urine can be a very embarrassing topic, but you need to get on with your life. So if you're going out with friends or your partner, slip in a pad so you don't have to worry about any leakage and get on with it. Mistake number 3 is not tracking your fluids. So when you're trying to strengthen up your pelvic floor, and if you're leaking urine, you really want to be tracking how much fluid you are consuming throughout the day. Because if you're consuming too much, it's definitely going to make that leakage worse. So grab a notepad or open up a new note on your phone and track all the fluids that you consume during a day. Number 4 is not exercising. So if you're trying to strengthen your pelvic floor, you need to be doing general exercise. The body needs to be moving. If you're sitting at a desk all day like I am right now, your pelvic floor muscles are not getting any exercise whatsoever. So get moving, walking, running, swimming, whatever it might be, it's gonna help your pelvic floor. Mistake number 5 is not focusing on weight loss. Now, as you can imagine, your pelvic floor muscles are located deep within your pelvis, meaning if you have extra fat, surrounding the stomach, that's really going to place a big burden on those muscles. And that's going to make your erectile dysfunction or any urinary issues that much worse. Try your best to clean up your diet and try to lose weight. Number 6 is not progressing your pelvic floor muscle exercises or Kegels. I hear this one all the time. Men will be shown how to do a Kegel contraction and that's it. And they'll only do that one type. There's 3 different types of contractions that we need to be doing, and you need to be mixing up these exercises to get the best results. Mistake number 7 is not knowing what to actually feel when you're doing a pelvic floor contraction, also known as a Kegel contraction. That's difficult because, if you're training your biceps, you should be feeling the pump in the bicep when you do the exercise. However, with a Kegel's contraction, because you can't see the muscle, it's really hard to know what to feel. And if you don't know what to feel, you're probably doing it wrong. So let's make sure we're doing these exercises correctly and get help if you don't know how. Okay, mistake number 8 is not getting erection pills soon enough if you're experiencing erectile dysfunction. Okay, obviously not the most ideal situation, but trust me when I tell you, so many men experience erectile dysfunction. These pills boost blood flow to your penis and they help you have a firmer and better erection. Get onto them early. Mistake number 9 is not committing to your rehab and to your exercise plan. Now, as guys, I know we can't generalize, but for the most part, we're pretty impatient and we want results now.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
But with the pelvic floor, it takes a long time. Research says between 6 and 18 months to fully strengthen that pelvic floor. So you're running a marathon, not a sprint. Mistake number 10 is accepting minor improvements and then accepting that as good enough. Yes, you're going to see minor improvements as you go through these exercises, but you need to keep going. You need to keep progressing because no good is not good enough. It should be almost perfect. Now, mistake number 11 is a big one, consuming too much alcohol. Alcohol is going to inhibit and burden you when you're trying to strengthen your pelvic floor because it makes the bladder go to sleep. And it also acts as a diuretic, meaning if the bladder's asleep, it's gonna leak. And a diuretic means that you have to pee more frequently. Try to limit your alcohol when strengthening your pelvic floor. And that goes the same for mistake number 12, which is too much caffeine. Everyone loves their coffee. Personally, I can't get through a day without at least 2, but you need to know when you drink caffeine, that stimulates your bladder, making it overwork, and you're gonna wanna pee and pee and pee. And it's also a diuretic, a hormone that makes your body want to go to the bathroom. Try to limit your coffee to 1 per day if you're experiencing leakage. Mistake number 13 is not peeing correctly. So if you're experiencing leakage, you need to be sitting down on the toilet when you go pee. I know for us men, we all think we should be standing up, but when you sit down, you can relax these muscles, you can focus on deep breathing, and you'll actually be able to empty your bladder completely versus standing up. Give it a try. Mistake number 14, not changing up your pelvic floor positions. Now, when men are taught how to do Kegels, also known as pelvic floor exercises, they're typically only taught one position, sitting down. We need to be practicing sitting, we need to be practicing standing, and lying on the floor, because these 3 positions, well, that's where you're gonna find yourself in throughout your daily routine. So you need to strengthen across all of them. Mistake number 15 is having unrealistic expectations and wanting to see improvements overnight. I kind of touched on this one before, but you need to understand that yes, you're going to see small changes and small success, which is fantastic, but this is going to take a little bit of time to fully strengthen these muscles. You need to accept that. Let's set up a good daily routine and let's just move on with it and get started today. Number 16 is not focusing on your mental health. Look, if you're a guy and you're dealing with pelvic floor issues, maybe a little bit of urinary incontinence or erectile dysfunction, this can really take its toll on your mental health. Because for most of us, we've never had to worry about any of these issues before. And when they start to encounter, it's almost like our body's failing us. So make sure you're being kind to yourself, checking in with yourself mentally, and understand that this will get better, but you need to practice healthy mental health habits. Number 17 is if you have a partner, you need to open up to them. Because if you're experiencing leakage or maybe even erectile dysfunction, yes, they can be embarrassing topics to talk about, but this is life. It's natural. If you have a good support system, you are going to recover so much faster. So sit them down, tell them what you're experiencing, and allow them to be there and support you. Number 18 is if you're experiencing erectile dysfunction, some men just give up on their sex life. And that is not okay because we all know how good sex is.
I like sex. It's nice.
So no, that is not an option. There are so many options available, such as Kegel exercise, penis pumps, erection pills, and so many more. Giving up should never be an option. Every day is a new day, and find something else that might work for you. Mistake number 19 is not going through a daily pelvic floor muscle exercise program. So most people will just do it whenever they feel like they need to. No.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
This needs to be done every single day, Monday through Sunday, never skipping a day. You need to be on top of these exercises if you want to get the best results for strengthening those pelvic floor muscles. And mistake number 20 is not tracking your progress. Not tracking your weights in the gym, not tracking how long you can hold a Kegel squeeze for. That is where a lot of people go wrong, because how can you know how far you've come if you haven't tracked where you started from? So again, either pop open a new note in your phone or grab a notepad and start tracking every single day, and you'll be amazed at how far you come. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, it's a little red button directly underneath the video. It's free to do. If you regret your decision afterwards, that's okay. You can just simply unsubscribe. And that's all I got for you today. Regardless of your situation, remember to keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.